$5 from Alan Sampson. Have you seen Modernday Leper? He is an SO who downplays his and other crimes and totes around the she was lying narrative. Modern-day leper. What? Next steps. Sexual abuse. Oh, SO means sex offender. Oh, this channel is dedicated to the millions of marginalized people across the United States known as sex offenders. I tried so hard and got so far. And in the end, the Sangi's even bigger.
Sexual abuse. Just the next step on today's Hello, how are you? And welcome back. So today we're talking about sexual
what pride flag is this?
Abuse. What makes sexual abuse possible? And for those who commit sexual abuse, why? This is a question that I've been studying for a long time now. And having been guilty of a person who has committed sexual abuse against other people, having been guilty of a person.
Guilty of a person.
Who has committed.
What does that mean?
Sexual abuse against other people.
You mean you are guilty? What?
But in the terms of sexual abuse for children, why is sexual abuse with children so prevalent? As I've gotten into this issue and began to study,
gotten real deep into it,
I look into why people devalue children. And how much value does a child have?
Oh God, oh God, oh God!
Are they just commodities when you need them?
Oh, he's broken his audio.
Are they just a way for you to have Section 8? Do you really love the children?
Huh.
This is the overall question. Why are children devalued?
Okay, what's your theory?
And as I look into this, I went back to the Bible.
Oh, of course you fucking did. Okay. The real question is, did he go on the sex offender registry for contact with an adult or with a minor? There's every chance that he got put on there just for, like, being too handsy with a waitress or some shit, you know? Oh, 12-year-old girl? Multiple people are saying it was a child? Oh, okay. Well, the more you know.
Birth of Jesus himself.
Jesus, huh?
What
I hear he just came back.
Overall point. In the course of the conversation, she said she had never been with a man, referring to the fact of her vaginal womb. The angel then changed her direction and said, the Holy Spirit will move up on you.
Jesus went up on her, not down on her, which I guess is what caused her to be pregnant.
So the first spiritual level above the vagina, from a spiritual standpoint, is the heart.
Spiritually, right above the vagina is the heart. Well, there's some organs and stuff in the way, like literally, you know, not spiritually, but literally. Wow, this isn't good. I don't know if I want this guy to drive the school bus anymore.
And you will conceive this child. Based on your heart and your mind, should this child be conceived. What?
Yeah, every time he starts talking about schizo shit, his mic just has it just has like a conniption fit, yeah. The mic is trying to stop him as best it can.
Do you believe about this child in your mind? This child was a holy...
What did you believe about the 12-year-old in your mind?
Child, a blessing, a son of God himself. So Mary's thoughts were high when she thought about her son, the savior of the world, the great I am, incarnate in flesh.
Beloved I ams across Canada, we the people have come to see Jesus take shape. Play the video, sex offender Steve.
What
is your fucking name again? Ahmad Blackmore. Really good video, man. I'm a sex offender female. Oh, are you now? Satanic movie trailer. Black women are men with what the fuck? Okay, groomer, the new political bullshit. Okay, groomer? Okay, I will! Oh, this isn't good. This is one of those channels that's not gonna be long for this world.
Why grooming is political BS on today's Modern Day Leper with Ahmad Blakemore.
You never see it coming.
I'm for kids! I like that, by the way, the I came back to give back. He came back from prison or wherever to give back to the world with his sex offender knowledge. That's good. That's so gracious of him.
Hello, Leper fans. How are you? And welcome back
Leper
to another
friends.
edition.
What's up, Leper Nation? Welcome. Man, it is a shame. Look at this fucking mixer board that he has, though. This is thousands of dollars worth of equipment right here. Why does he have this? I need this. He doesn't need this.
Of Modern Day Leper with Ahmad Blakemore. We're dealing with a word that
lepers.
has negative connotations.
Yeah, grooming is not a very disco option, honestly.
Today, and both sides of the political aisle are playing with this word, jousting for power.
I mean, yeah.
And guess what? The whole meaning of the word has been changed from its original meaning as it used to be when I was a child. Groomer. What exactly is a groomer? See, when I was a little boy, groomer was a great word.
Is that why you're now leading the sex offender YouTube channel? Times change, am I right?
It was a word that meant powerful things. It was a word that meant special attention in a positive way. The first time I heard the term used, I think...
So this is like, let's redefine this bad word as a nice thing instead. Let's take back the power, you know?
It was the Jackson 5 that used the word. And I remember Jackie Jackson saying, we were groomed from a very young age to be performers.
Yes, you want to look at the Jacksons as a prime example of a family that were good, normal people, all of them. Certainly Michael Jackson, absolutely. Right, that's a prime example, really.
Our father groomed us to be the best.
Yeah, their father was like a horrible piece of shit. I mean, yeah, you can argue that it's super cool for fucking the two Jacksons that actually resulted from that. I guess there was the other one who was on, like, American Idol. But there was Janet and Michael, and I don't know that Janet's life is a horrible nightmare, but Michael Jackson's life was a fucking... Michael Jackson was a very strange man who had a lot of problems, and it was probably not helped by his weird abusive family and being a child celebrity from before he could, like, choose to do that. So I don't know if this is a great example of powerful good things, Ahmad.
Remember all these positive groups that used to be around? Like the Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts and the Girl Scouts and the YMCA? What happened to those groups? Big brothers, big sisters that took...
Well, probably a lot of weirdos like you kind of soured the pool for people.
The time out for young people and taught them positive things.
I mean, but you're a sex offender. Like, I don't know who you think you're fooling. This is the ultimate preaching to the choir, because I guess other sex offenders would see this and be like, yeah, absolutely, dude. But, like, anybody else is like, yeah, that would be great, but you're a sex offender, so I don't really want you to teach the kids positive things. So why are we even talking about this?
What happened to those groups? Some of them don't even exist anymore. A lot of them have fallen by the wayside.
Yeah, maybe it's because they were all molesters.
Because definitions get changed.
Right.
People's ideas of what a groomer is has been changed from its original form to now a negative connotation. Stop bullying sex offenders. Remember that? We were talking about how politicians bully sex offenders and how politicians are the primary users of sex offenders.
Users.
And let me
the users of sex offenders. What exactly does that even mean? I'm sure he'll clarify. They bully sex offenders. Well, you offended people sexually. I mean, I think if there is a group of people to bully, it's probably you guys. What do you fucking want? Shut up. Fuck off.
So how are politicians able
What does this have to do with anything? What the fuck?
to do this? How are politicians able to change the meaning of a word? So
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
going to
cultural
read
Marxism,
you
bro.
the original definition of the word groomer
God.
as it was used
Does he need to talk
when I was
so
a
fucking
little
slow?
boy. Listen closely.
When I was a little boy and being groomed, we all had ponies. My cousin had pony, my sister had pony, so what's wrong with that?
A groomer is someone who builds a relationship, trust, and emotional connection with a child or young person so that they can cultivate talent to bring out the best to guarantee success.
Yeah, but again, that's not a good description. Cultivate talent and all of that really just reminds me of every scenario like Elvis, where somebody's just been like, their lives have been ruined by a strange old person pulling the strings and like disallowing them from doing the things that they want to do and living the life they want to live. Britney and her conservatorship or whatever. Like, that doesn't sound like a good thing. He's trying to describe it in a way that's kind of like Robin is Batman's ward kind of deal, but I don't know, I keep thinking of real world scenarios where it was basically, yeah, they became like celebrity famous and had like pop hits or whatever, but it sure ruined their lives and a lot of the people around them.
Wow, that sounds nothing like the way groomer is used today. Not at all. So what has happened is the politician has manipulated the word's meaning.
Wait, somebody says he added the cultivate talent, so he just added in...
Cultivate talent to bring out the best to guarantee
So I don't know how much of
success.
that he added to it, but yeah, it's like a special relationship with a young person. It's basically Sniper Wolf and Psycho Mantis in the Darman videos. This is a whole channel here. Yeah, somebody should probably... A felon should never do this. Stop lying about being... Okay. Well, make sure... Catfish murder! It's the cops! Oh, these are some fucking great thumbnails. Pregnant by my father! Having daddy's baby. Rape the new way to... What? Oh, boy! Oh!
Rape, the new way to conceive. On today's Modern-Day Leper with Ahmad Blakemore.
It's just the way he says it. It's like, it's not that it's just like a bad, like, truncated clickbait title. It's the way he says it so directly and verbatim. Like, that's a sound clip. That goes on the soundboard.
Hello, how are you, Leper Nation, and welcome back to another edition of Modern-Day Leper with Ahmad Blakemore. So it seems that there's this new marketing campaign, and this marketing campaign is out here where they're interviewing women that have been raped. And these women are talking about how great it is to have a child for their rapist, and how wonderful the children are, and how great their lives are, and how wonderful.
And where exactly is this thing you're discussing that exists and is not fake? Why do you have a tiny little lav mic attached also to your real... Like, look at this. He's got like a big podcast mic, and then he's got this like tiny little thing that's supposed to clip to his shirt. Is this mic just broken? Why does he have another fucking mic attached to this thing? Because he had that mic on his shirt before and it was causing all those weird noises.
This campaign wants us to change the way we see rape victims conceiving children for rapists. It's no longer to be seen as disgusting, ugly, and unthinkable. The 13-year-old traumatized, sexually abused, mentally disturbed rape victim is now a martyr.
Yeah, I don't know how this guy still has a YouTube channel. I mean, like, I don't think anybody's channel should be taken down necessarily. I think this guy's videos should be available for everybody to watch and make fun of. But that being said, I'm very surprised that YouTube hasn't taken this down. Wow. I guess it's because this video only has like 300 views and they're all seemingly positive views. 12 likes, no dislikes. The only people that are really watching this fucking channel are, he's preaching to the choir, basically.
And this martyr, her only job is to give up her life, to sacrifice her life, to lay it down, to give it away if necessary, for the higher calling
of having her rapist child. What do you think?
What do I
you
think?
That is fair that a child who has not had an opportunity to live their life, who has been sexually abused, would continue to be asked by the church, no doubt, to continue a lifetime of trauma?
Wait, are you saying that this is a bad thing? I'm so confused. Given the fact that you're a rapist, I'm so confused. I mean, allegedly, I don't know, sex offender at least. Well, but it sounds like he's against this. It sounds like he doesn't like this idea because church.
And here's the thing.
Or something. Or maybe he does because he's church man. He's Jesus man.
These girls are mental patients.
Oh.
Once you've been raped, you've been traumatized. And once you're traumatized, you're mentally deficient.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, this is a good channel.
Mentally deficient children asking to give birth. As a sex offender, I'm quite surprised by this.
Frankly, Diane, I'm surprised.
Change in events, change in the ability to now want to sacrifice children. I thought it was save the children. I thought all the mantras were about children are our future. And now we're destroying them as babies by asking them to have babies.
I'm so confused. Is he saying that, like, it's like I think what he's getting at is, like, when you're raped and the church is like, don't have an abortion because yada yada, God's love or something. I think maybe he's against that. That's what I'm thinking.
Babies giving birth to babies. Think about that for a minute. Babies giving birth to babies through rape.
It sounds like he's really thought about this quite a lot. He's really into the thought of this. He really wants you to think about this for a minute or two.
And they always want to minimize the rape.
Well, he's talking, when he says babies giving birth to babies, he's talking about like a 12-year-old or whatever giving birth. He's talking in very mysterious terms. Very mysterious.
Why has sex offenders for years been demonized if everybody's just going to change their mind about the crimes? And
what? Oh, so this isn't about like that the children shouldn't have to, somebody who's raped shouldn't have to raise the baby. This is about, well, why do I still have to be blamed for it if it's fine then?
This is totally catching us all by surprise, especially the sex offender community. We're all in awe. In awe.
Frankly, sir, we are flabbergasted right now. We are just in awe. I'm beside myself. Skinny Tony over there, I mean, he's jerking off underneath the trench coat, but he hasn't been able to sleep. He hasn't been able to eat. The only thing that he can do to calm himself down is jerk off on the subway. And, you know, that's not even really helping anymore. You know, it's getting to a point where a man can't even fucking jerk off on a subway to feel better.
That people are asking babies who have been raped to have babies.
He is really fixated on that specific concept. That they are babies having babies. The specific example that he used was like a 12-year-old, I think, or a 13-year-old. So he's referring to them as babies. This just seems like it's his fetish. He just seems like he wants to talk about this and have like an excuse to talk about it, and he's just got a boner off camera right now.
For the people who have traumatized them, with no exceptions.
He just keeps going like, think about it. Isn't that wild? Isn't that nuts? Yeah, think about it. Yeah. Forever healed in Jesus' name. Ex-offender, sex offender. I was gonna end the stream. Never tell your girlfriend you're a sex offender. Look at this, 104 likes, no dislikes.
Never tell your girlfriend you're a sex offender.
There is, he's got a little laugh there.
Hi, how are you? And welcome back to the Modern Day Leper. I'm Ahmad Blakemore, the Modern Day Leper. How are you? Sex offender, ex-offender, that is who I am. I am here for motivation and inspiration and letting you know that there is life after prison. So this is one.
Well, there is, but you know, this channel just seems like it's really trying to make you guys feel better about, no, you didn't really do anything wrong. Everything's fine. Society is the problem and things like that. You know, life after prison would usually be like realizing that you've made mistakes.
Of those topics, right? Never let your girlfriend know you're a sex
offender. Does he
offender.
only own one shirt,
And there's a
by the way? Does he only, because, no, he has a blue shirt also. And then there's this one that's like black. So he has a few, but it's mainly just this one single shirt that he has. SOs healed and repurposed. Then there's this video. Raping for chat.
Raping for justice.
That's great.
Modern-Day Leper
God.
with Ahmad Blakemore.
God.
Hello, Leper Nation. How are you? And welcome back to another edition of Modern-Day Leper with Ahmad Blakemore, the Modern-Day Leper. So it seems on the internet, everywhere we go, in this particular genre, there is always talk about rapes, prison rapes, people being raped in prison. What happens to sex offenders and pedophiles when they're locked in prison? Will they be raped?
So that's what this is. The titles are like obviously attempting to get attention.
This user.
Like, I feel like there's no way that he's not crafting these titles just for attention. Because there's probably ways that you could title this that don't have you start your video and say, raping for justice on today's, like, you probably could have said something different there.
How they're treated, how they're totally destroyed and beat down. There's even videos talking about how it's their duty to, if they find out that their cellmate has a sex case against a child, they must kill him. He must die. He cannot live because he violated a child. We must rape this man, kill him. We will plot to destroy him. We will get all of our friends together, catch him by himself, and beat him to death.
Okay.
Because he raped a child that they didn't know, a child that they never saw.
They needed to. Oh, they didn't see the child. Well, that changes everything, really.
A child that's not even a relation to them.
You don't even know the child. For all you know, that child was really mean. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I'm amazed that this guy's on YouTube. Wow, this is unbelievable. This is. Yeah, that child was 10 times worse than Peter Griffin. Come on, give the guy a break.
That's not to say that the child himself doesn't deserve justice. That's why the sex offender / pedophile is in the prison in the first place, for the justice against the child. But let's talk about this a little deeper in terms of what it takes to want to rape someone in prison.
Let's talk about this a little deeper. I'm sure he's said that before.
Let's start at the beginning. Why are those inmates in prison to start with? They're not there because
Various reasons, probably, I'm sure.
they sang too loud in the choir. Most of these people are in there for murder cases.
Oh, so you're saying, like, how dare you judge me? You are also in jail. How could you judge me? Well, I mean, you can say that. I guess don't go to jail, because I don't think they're gonna listen to you once they corner you in the shower and you're like, what, really? Where do you get off? Frankly.
And
I don't
when
think
they
they'll care.
murdered that man, when they murdered that woman, that man and that woman had a child. Oh my God. You mean to tell me that these people who are raping other people for justice hurt a child as well? Of course they did.
What are you even talking about? He's like pulling some weird ass pull fucking example of something. Like, okay.
When they pulled the trigger and killed that father, they traumatized that child.
Is he like making up a scenario? Like,
They carjacked and took that Escalade from that woman with her child in the back seat, but they didn't notice that the child was there.
so he's saying that that's okay because he's saying that that's equivalent to like raping someone. That's what he's saying.
That child is traumatized. What about the child's?
Well, what's wrong with just equivalent justice, dude? I mean, you know, it's maybe not our place as people, as citizens, but, you know, like, I don't know. The person in chat who's like, oh no, they're gonna do to this hypothetical man what he did to someone else who was defenseless. Like, yeah, oh, shit. What a shame. Am I right? Yeah. Don't let him get you. What are the comments like? The idea of career criminals feeling superior to a sex offender is the height of hypocrisy. The Lord will restore everything that the enemy had taken from you and heal your soul. Be strong in Christ, my brother. You have a very good, intelligent channel. Very thoughtful. God bless you. Wow, I get the concept. So sad and misunderstood. Yeah, they sure are, am I right? Rape is wrong no matter what. It should never be encouraged for any reason. He has a response. Boom! Direct hit. Well, I mean, I don't know, though. Prison is a very hypocritical environment. Is this channel a fucking joke? Sorry, fucking is probably the last word I should have used on here. 2 replies. All comments are welcome. Thanks for adding your voice. And he says, well, you're most welcome. Yeah, it's not an answer. That's this guy. Somebody inform Big YouTube about this guy. I'm sure they'll enjoy him. Make sure you save the videos first. Alright, so, well, we got a few other super chats here, but we've got Dr. Valence with $5. Was 8 counts of sodomy to a 12-year-old girl. Dude should not be out of prison. Just this nice man? This nice man? Him? 8 counts of sodomy to... Oh, great. Cool. Thanks for letting us know. What a nice gentleman. Cool YouTube channel. Make sure you go, follow him, for all your sex offender needs. Oh, fuck me. Okay, no. Well, thank you very much for watching this, the latest episode of Crazy People TV. I hope you enjoyed, as much as you can with something like this. I hope you enjoyed the clown music while he was talking about baby rape. I thought that was a real great choice on my behalf. Yeah, big thanks as usual to the $20 and up excellent dudes over on Patreon. Stilk Meek, Andy Blackout Drums, Soup, Iron, Vomelet, Richard Troiano, Isabel Jensen, Frenchie, Day Drunk Paralegal, Scott Ollis, Jolie Doomed, AJ Osipova, and the top boys, Xylax and Nicoskywalker 01. Boys! Thank you very much. I hope you all, well, again, I hope you all enjoyed as much as you can. The next video, maybe more SSG, I'm not sure. It'll be a little bit. We're working on a movie podcast. Be sure to check out Loud Equals Funny. We're doing second screenings. Do not abbreviate that. It's going to be 8 episodes, all released in, like, October or something, so check that out. I got to watch The Stupids this morning. It was a great time. Yeah, have a nice day after this horrible nightmare. Penis.